Today's hybrid format reflects the fact that COVID-19 is still very much with us. We must engage in serious thinking about what it would take to build back a better world economy. A world economy that is greener, more prosperous, and more inclusive. A world economy that is more responsive to problems of the global commons. A WTO that is more responsive to the changing economic realities and the evolving needs of the people we serve. The trading system can and must do more to reduce vaccine inequity.
The current global pandemic has presented the world with one of its greatest health, social, and economic challenges in more than a century. We therefore need to reaffirm the principle of global solidarity and the role of open and inclusive multilateralism. The WTO has a central role in addressing trade and intellectual property-related barriers to boost and diversify production of vaccines, diagnostics, as well as therapeutics. Through bodies like the WTO, we can rise to these challenges. Passing a time-bound, targeted TRIPS waiver is urgent if we are to save millions of lives.
An uninterrupted supply chain to move vaccines from manufacturing to delivery is vital. But right now, there are many gaps and blockages along the way. Right now, 2.4 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines are needed to vaccinate the world's most at-risk people, like health workers, the elderly, those with underlying conditions, and other vulnerable groups. The vaccines exist, but they are still not reaching the people who need them most. Investing in multi-sectoral public health supply chains for essential goods can help ensure emergency preparedness, robust response, and affordable access to global medical supplies and equipment.
So the impact of extreme vaccine inequity and unjust trade rules is killing people, and the impact is potential new variants that could be deadlier. So it is millions more pushed into poverty, girls pushed out of school. It's delaying that economic recovery and that inclusive recovery that we want. It's time to suspend monopolies and share the vaccine blueprints so we can bring prices down and crucially grant developing countries the ability to make more vaccines.
We have to enable dedicated regions to have access to the know-how and ensure that those regions actually have everything in place to manufacture their own vaccines.
Making these vaccines available very fast to everybody in this world is not just a moral obligation. It just makes a lot of economic sense for anybody that understands that. A lot more is possible to help identify quicker these bottlenecks and bring these vaccines and medical equipment and whatever you have to the right places very fast.
Trade is about people. We should have stable and respected rules that are also fair for trade to be able to be a very positive force. Regional integration can help a lot, and we should support the regional schemes that are being put forward.
Trade has enabled access to food and medical supplies and contributed to economic recovery. The rebound in growth and trade is unequal across countries and regions, as is access to COVID-19 vaccines. That is why it is so important to deliver results at the WTO in the weeks remaining before our 12th Ministerial Conference.